Greetings everyone, it's Tremaine, Mr. Hard Pivot for those that don't know me. I have another mindset moment that I like to dive right into today. Today, I want to talk about funding your dream with your job. One thing I always hear my mentors say is having a job is fine if it's because it's generating income. And as long as you're turning your income into some form of capital, then you're fine. Honestly, you should have a different attitude at work. When a job is providing very little for your lifestyle, that's when you tend to think this job sucks. Because you're trading time for dollars, the moment your boss says something sideways or something you don't like, you fly off the handle. They fly off the handle, and everything is a mess. This usually happens because you all's goals and mindsets are typically the polar opposites. You want to expand and grow, but the company is always trying to contract, create an antagonistic relationship between the both of you. For you, you have big dreams, big goals. You want financial freedom, big everything. Your job, on the other hand, is always talking cutbacks, downsizing, demotions, nepotizing. You feel where I'm coming from? So, see, your mindset would change at work if you decided to yourself, hey, I'm only here to get capital money. When you think like that, I'm just here to do what I need to do. You don't get so upset when the person in the next cubicle next to you doesn't always smell the freshest, or you don't get as upset when the boss demands overtime that you really don't want to stay for. Unfortunately, what most Americans do is they stop on step one. Like, woohoo, I got the job, and they're excited, which they should be. But income never becomes more than that. So before you know it, you're 65 years old and you realize that you never allocated any of your income. Okay, here's the test for you, and come back in 90 days in the comments and let me know how this fares out for you. For those of you that have a job and have income coming in, I want you to take 30% of that income and place it in the capital jar. Don't touch it for any reason. Act like you set it on fire and burned it up. All right? So now we know that capital is for something. That's all you know. So now your job is not all in vain. So even in the event that you get laid off, furloughed, or fired, you can at least say, I ended up with 20 grand in my capital jar. The job did something for you at that point. So now you don't go in there and slap the boss for firing you or go postal or worse, God forbid. You won't do that if your capital jar has 40 to 50 grand in it. No, what you can say is, I can do something else now. I have some seed money to make something happen for my family and future generations. Now the relationship with the job becomes mutually exclusive, nobody use nobody, and all is fair. At the end of the day, it's on you if you get fired or laid off from a job and didn't get anything out of it. That's the difference in mentality. It's just a difference in the thought process or mindset. So for those of you who do have that 30% right now and want to learn how to get double-digit returns that are essentially recession-proof, text keyword 30 to 216-285-0569. Again, are you ready to fire your boss? Text me. Keyword 30 216-285-0569. And as always, remember this. I don't know you, but I believe in you. So why don't you?